Oh, Emerson.
Ah, Fiore's already here too.
You're late.
Sorry about that.
At least you proved me right that you'd come.
So you did come after all.
We figured this whole thing started with us, so we should see it through to the end. Plus, we couldn't leave Relia or Feria like this. Has Victor arrived yet?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, I see.
Well, he does have the most going on.
What about you, Fiore?
I'm going because it's apparently in my blood as a researcher to do so.
Kenny to the Charles de Gaulle.
Charles de Gaulle here.
Delacroix! Whew, it's such a relief to know you're okay.
As is the rest of the crew, sir. We're all back in action. So, what did you want?
Transport the 5 of us up there.
I detect one more person heading in your direction. What do you want me to do?
One more?
Aha! Look over there!
It's Victor.
Sorry to be so tardy.
You made up your mind.
Yes, I just submitted my request for leave.
Change of plans. Make that 6 people to beam up.
6 it is.
What an amazing place.
I forgot this is your first time here. Victor?
No time to chat. We need to make for the bridge. The bridge.
Whoa!
Is there something wrong, Victor? You alright?
I'm fine. I just wasn't expecting this entire room to start moving. The equipment at the Royal Institute surprised me, but this is something else.
So, this is your new ship?
You know it. Welcome to the latest in battleship technology. The Charles de Gaulle G.
The previous one was a research vessel, whereas this one was built specifically for combat. Thus, it should prove more than capable of taking on Kronos' cruisers.
I'm not sure I really get the difference, but both versions sound spectacular.
What's the deal?
The target is already well within the detection field of our ultra-long-range sensors. According to their data, the ship is heading for the Omphalos system at a speed of warp 14.3.
Warp 14.3? That has to be some kind of mistake.
It isn't.
What's that mean?
It means they can travel faster than us. This particular Charles de Gaulle is as advanced as Federation warship technology gets. It boasts a cruising speed of warp 11.2 and a top speed of warp 12.9. Despite all that, our adversaries leave us in the dust because they can travel at warp 14.3.
That doesn't make sense. It's only a difference of 1.4, isn't it?
A difference in warp speed of magnitude 1.4 equates to them being more than twice as fast as us. Moreover, we can't continuously operate at top speed. Cruising slows us down even further, meaning we could never hope to catch them as long as they keep going.
Oh no!
Gravitic warp time.
That's impossible. The gravitic warp engine is still an experiment. It hasn't even undergone its 24-hour endurance test yet. A real-world deployment is tantamount to suicide.
That alone doesn't make it impossible. It just makes it not the safest bet in the world.
I've managed to establish contact with Dr. Krupp at Remote Station 5.
You are too damn good at this. Long time no see, Doctor.
Long time indeed, Captain. I hear that you've decided to take the Model G out for a spin. You are indeed a Kenny through and through.
Sorry about that, but this ship's imperative to my mission.
Well, it has to be tested at some point. Why not make it now? By the way, while I assume there's only one reason you'd contact me at this juncture, let me ask for the hell of it. What do you want?
To use gravitic warp.
Denied. You're allowed to go a maximum warp speed of 11, and that's only in spurts.
You've got to be joking. That's slower than normal warp speed.
There's a dangerously high probability that we won't be able to control all the creation energy required to activate the gravitic warp engine. Therefore, we're forced to use the normal warp engine for energy, resulting in the aforementioned lack of speed.
As concise and accurate an explanation as ever, Miss Patriciani. I fail to see your issue, Captain. The normal warp engines aboard that cruiser are state-of-the-art. You can go plenty fast.
Well, the Chronos ships have a cruising speed of 14.3.
What? I was totally unaware they'd come so far with their technology. Fascinating.
We've surmised that their tech is likely based on symbometrics.
Symbometrics, huh? You say it directly influences the fundamental composition of matter. Meanwhile, we've barely scratched the surface of that discipline. No wonder they're ahead. We can't disregard the possibility that Kronos is able to repress creation energy, or perhaps a similar type, through the use of symbometrics. What do you have there?
I'm reviewing the information we recovered from the database inside their facility. It seems, however, that their symbometric research draws heavily upon the principles of Fate Creed 4's signaturgy. I can't grasp much of what's written here.
Let me see that data of yours. Although, judging by what you said, I might not be able to understand much of it at the moment. If possible, I'd like to get the opinion of a local expert.
Fiore.
You've already input all the information I've gathered into that machine. If you want to learn anything new, you should probably ask someone else. Speaking of which, what about asking Cassius?
He's probably our best bet.
We'll head for this local expert's place immediately, Doctor. Once we're there, you can talk to him directly.
Perfect. I'll set it so I can receive transmissions at any time.
You know the drill, Anne. Take her with you to the Royal Institute in Languedoc.
Yes, sir.
The rest of us will hold down the fort until they're back.
Pardon me. Whoops.
And to the bridge.
How'd it go?
I believe we'll have our answers soon enough.
That's wonderful. Then come to the bridge ASAP.
All right.
The two of them get along with each other way too well.
Connect me to Dr. Krupp. How's it coming along, Doctor?
It's done. That's how it's coming, Slowpoke.
Already? You never cease to amaze, Doctor.
Well, let's cut to the chase. You'll need to both reprogram some aspects of the software and physically apply symbols to the outside of the gravitic warp engine.
Imbue the warp engine with symbols? I would never have thought of that.
It's possible, and I can rewrite the software from here, but the symbols are the real problem. Sadly for you, I'm not a symbometrics expert. I don't know a thing about how to imbue objects with symbols.
Dr. Krupp, can you show me a list of the symbols we need?
This is the symbological formula, a copy of which I've sent to your engine room's terminal.
It looks pretty intricate, but I should be okay.
What? Are you kidding me?
They're the same as signets in principle, so... Anyway, I've never done such long and complex ones before, but I'll give it all I've got.
Excellent. Say, what was your name again?
Fiore. Fiore Brunelli.
I'll have to remember that. Very well, let me start rewriting the program. If you can faithfully reproduce the formula I sent, we shouldn't have any problems.
Got it.
Imbue that engine good.
Leave it to me.
Fiore? Would you mind if I tagged along and watched you imbue the engine? I've never seen anyone imbue an object before, so I can't help but be curious.
I suppose it's only natural for a signaturge to be interested in this kind of thing. Mind if she comes too, Anne?
Of course, no objections here.
Yes! You should come with me and see it for yourself, Fidel. You weren't around when I got mine imbued, so I bet you've never seen it perform before, right?
What?
I don't know.
It can't hurt to acquire some new knowledge. I don't see why you would refuse.
She speaks the truth. There's never a reason to turn down a request from a lady.
Captain? Follow me to the engine room. Deck 3. Engine room. This must be the symbological formula he sent.
Luckily, I just started researching compound signets and the combinations of base signets that form them. I've tried many different sequences before, but I've never seen anything near this complex.
That's stark evidence of how great Cronus' strides in symbological technology have been.
And those strides are what led to the creation of Relia and Faria's signets?
This is the engine room. The gravitic warp engine's core should be right up ahead. It would be dangerous for you to get any closer, so could you please stand back?
All right then.
This is it. Okay, Fiore. I'll bring up the symbological formula on this terminal, and you can do the actual imbuing. If you want to view the formula from a different angle, or have any questions at all, please let me know.
Thanks. You know, I don't think I'll ever get over feeling nervous when I have to imbue someone else's stuff. All right, let's get to it.
Incredible!
So this is what imbuing looks like.
And that was our final symbol.
Thank goodness. It's all over.
Congratulations on a job well done, Fiore. Are you okay?
I am tired, but I do want to see the results of all this.
I suppose we should make our way to the bridge now.
I've updated the software. Now our fate is squarely in the hands of Lady Luck. I thought you might like to know, Captain, that I've never done this without running months of tests first.
If this ends in failure, I'll apologize to you all in heaven.
I highly doubt that'll be necessary. I'll cut the power to the engine if I see any abnormalities.
I see. Shut down regular warp engines.
Yes, sir. Shutting down regular warp engines.
First, we need to see if it can even start.
Now, engage gravitic warp engine.
Aye, aye, sir. Engaging the gravitic warp engine.
What's going on?
Come on.
The gravitic engine's up and running.
Warp 1. We good?
All systems normal, and gravitic wave values within predicted limits.
First, try increasing the speed to warp 5.
Warp 5.
Yes, sir. Warp 2, 3, 4, and warp 5.
There don't seem to be any problems yet. Now it's time for the real test. My calculations say we can safely accelerate to warp 15. Just do it carefully.
You heard him. Accelerate to warp 15.
Yes, sir.
6, 7, 8, 9. We're now at warp 10, sir.
Keep accelerating.
11, 12, 13, 14.
Good so far.
Careful. This is the moment of truth.
14.2, 14.4, 14.6, 14.8. Warp 15, sir.
All systems appear to be normal.
Did it turn out okay?
Yes. At least it would seem that way.
What a feat! It is, isn't it?
Yes, we totally did.
It's a success, Captain. How magnificent. To think that imbuing made this possible.
Congratulations, Captain Kenny. The spacecraft is now officially the fastest in the Federation.
We're the best.
Spectacular.
Nice. We owe you a huge debt of gratitude, Doctor.
No, Fiori's the one you should be thanking, not me. You're truly something special. What do you say to coming to work for me once this thing is over and done with?
Thank you. I'll think about it.
According to my readings, there should be no issue with maintaining this speed. You could theoretically go up to 16, but there's not enough data yet to back that claim up. Stay cruising at 15 until we have some more.
This should be plenty fast anyway.
Keep sending me flight data as you receive it. Also, stay vigilant and remember, return to normal space the moment any aberrations occur.
Will do. Thanks again for your help, Doctor.
Troop, over and out.
Maintain warp 15. We're going after that Kronos ship.
Yes, sir. Now plotting our course.
At this speed, it shouldn't take long to catch up with them. I doubt they'll take kindly to our presence either. In the event they engage us right after emerging from subspace, get some rest while you can.
Meet in front of the turbo lift.
I don't know. Should I really go drinking today? Ah, whatever. Let's do it.
Be careful. You can't stop an experiment in motion.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's something my mentor used to say. It means you should think deeply before taking any action.
Well, now that you mention it, it might be a good idea to go easy on my liver.
He'd often give me advice, but he'd often disappear without any warning as well. He might not be the best person to listen to.
He sounds like a great man.
I don't know.
You're always handling a bunch of different machines, aren't you?
It's part of my job.
Could I maybe try that one out? Please? Pretty please?
I'm sorry. As much as I would like to, the rules...
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. It's okay then, I won't pester you anymore. I'll be as great as you someday, Anne. Just you wait.
Whoops.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations. Vacridians, come to the bridge immediately. I repeat, we're on red alert. All hands to battle stations.
It's 16 minutes until contact.
Set shields to Omni and phase cannons to automatic aiming. Whatever you do, don't let any shots hit their engine room.
Aye, aye, sir. Setting shields to Omni. Putting phase cannons on automatic aiming.
Other enemy ships?
Our short-range radar detects only the one. It doesn't seem to have rendezvoused with any fleet yet. There's also nothing resembling a base in the area, but there is an asteroid belt.
Captain, the enemy is slowed down. Only minutes until contact.
Reduce our speed as well, but I don't want to go any slower than double the enemy's.
Sir.
They've warped out and are flying a holding pattern in normal space.
Emergency warp out. Enter normal space.
Aye, aye, sir. Currently at warp 10. 9, 8.
High energy emission from enemy ship. Now 0.173 light years away.
Hurry, they're gaining the upper hand as we speak.
2, 1. Now in normal space.
Engines to half. Evade via course 140. Divert power from gravitic warp engine to shields.
Reducing engines to half. Setting course 140.
Diverting power from gravitic warp engine to shields.
4 incoming torpedoes, currently 30,000 clicks out. It's possible to avoid 2 of them, but we're assured of taking hits from the remaining 2.
We'll weather this volley easily enough. Our state-of-the-art shields and output from the gravitic warp engine will keep us safe.
All hands prepare for impact!
Shield efficiency reduced to 78%, but that figure is rapidly climbing. No problems here.
Engines to 3/4. Launch 4 photon torpedoes on course 90 Mark 90 at 100,000 clicks.
Yes, sir. 30 seconds to current destination.
After that, set engines to full power and take the enemy from behind. Fire phase cannons once we have visual contact, but don't aim for their engines.
Aye, aye. Aye, aye, sir. Destination reached. Firing 4 photon torpedoes.
Enemy taking evasive action. Torpedo 70,000 clicks out.
Engines at full speed. Fire all phase cannons at the enemy's projected position.
Firing phase cannons.
The phase cannons all hit the enemy ship, but they seem to have had no effect.
So, their shields aren't half bad either. Fire the last 4 photon torpedoes.
Copy that. Firing.
They managed to evade the first 4 torpedoes.
The next 4 at 5,000 clicks. 3 made contact with the enemy shields.
And?
Their shields are in perfect condition. Their speed remains constant.
Damn it! It's our newest ship and we're barely treading water.
They have quite the shields, don't they?
Captain, now that we can run the gravitic warp engine for extended periods of time, it should be possible to use that energy to launch quantum torpedoes. This ship is equipped with 12 of them for testing purposes.
You're right.
That last attack should lead the enemy to underestimate our firepower. Hiding quantum torpedoes amidst a barrage of photon ones should also increase the likelihood they'll hit.
That's my and for you. Load 4 photon and quantum torpedoes apiece. Don't forget to set it so they do not target the engine room.
Aye, aye, sir. Preparing 4 photon and quantum torpedoes for launch.
The enemy vessel's changing course. Their new course indicates they'll attack, not evade.
They think they can take down our shields with a volley of plain old torpedoes. There's no doubt they underestimate us. Fire 2 photon torpedoes, then fire 2 quantum ones.
Yes, sir. Firing 2 photon torpedoes. Now firing 2 quantum ones.
Captain, sensors read the enemy has launched 8 torpedoes of their own.
Take evasive action.
Yes, sir.
Talk about a bold move. That proves it. They don't think anything of our artillery.
Photon torpedoes 5,000 clicks out. Quantum torpedoes 8,000 clicks out. Enemy torpedoes incoming at 20,000 clicks.
The enemy's making no attempt to evade. Photon torpedo contact imminent.
Their shields sustained no damage.
Still no sign of evasion from them. Quantum torpedo contact imminent.
Captain, their shields have been reduced to 11%. We've also confirmed their engines are no longer operational.
Yes. And their torpedoes?
We succeeded in avoiding all 8 of them.
What a thrashing.
Hold that thought. The enemy ship has lost power and is now caught in a nearby planetoid's gravitational field.
What was that? Uh-oh. If that ship goes down, Little Miss Starlight goes down with it. Engines at half speed. Pull to within 10 clicks of the enemy.
10 clicks, sir?
There's nothing their ship can do to us. It's lost all power and gone utterly silent.
Understood. Engines to half speed. We're currently 10,000 clicks out, and gradually slowing down.
And once we get within 10 clicks, halt its descent with our tractor beams.
Will do.
Currently 1,000, 500, 100, 10 clicks away, sir.
Secure the ship with tractor beams.
Activating tractor beams. Their ship's trajectory has stabilized.
I want to talk to their captain. Open a comm link for me.
Yes, sir. Sir, there's no response from them.
Is it that they can't respond, or that they simply don't want to? We'll have to board them and settle this face to face. Prepare the transporter, and don't forget to investigate the ship's layout.
Yes, sir.
All right, everyone, to the transport room. Delacroix, what's the situation inside the ship?
It's lost almost all its power, including the default generator. All that's left is a small reserve, which is connected to the life support system.
Then let's hurry.
Prep for transport. All right. Time to board the enemy ship and get Little Miss Starlight back.
Okay, energizing.
Better than
Prep for transport. All right. Time to board the enemy ship and get Little Miss Starlight back.
Okay, energizing.
Think you're so strong? Try to withstand this!
His clothes are all dirty. Enemy
Could have been worse, I
elimination
guess.
successful.
80 out of 100.
The more skillful I get, the more charming I become. may be an
Enemy
80 out of 100.
elimination successful.
Never strike!
Just as I expected.
Success.
What a masterpiece.
It's ready. What craftsmanship? I'm finished.
I'd buy it.
I'm finished.
That's it? I'd buy it.
Mission accomplished.
Order up.
D-O-N-E. Done. This is more fun than I expected.
Order up. I'd buy it.
Success.
What's this?
I'd buy it. I'd buy it. What a masterpiece. Order up. Order up.
Success.